to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. We got a good one today, y'all. We are talking about ESPN releasing their top 25 women's basketball preseason rankings. ESPN always got to be special. ESPN always got to be special. AP poll came out last week. ESPN got to come out and do their thing. Charlie Cream got to come out and do his thing. I'm just saying, I don't agree with it. We're going to talk about it. Then we're going to talk about Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley making a visit to California. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. Yeah, she going to see Kennedy Smith. Number 6 ranked recruit. Dawn Staley made the trip to California. We're going to finish up talking about practice makes perfect. Everything wasn't perfect in the blowout victory over Rutgers on Sunday. Everything wasn't perfect. It's a few things we need to clean up. It's a few things that we need to clean up going forward before we take on Notre Dame in Paris. Now, tomorrow night at 2000 hours, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, your boy Captain Will is going live and in color. We're going to do a call-in show. And if you don't want to call in, just hit up the comments. That's all you have to do. But we're going to have fun. We're going to drink some wine. We're going to drink some sweet tea. We might even eat some pig feet. We're going to have a good time tomorrow, y'all. Come chop it up with your boy, Captain Will. Let's talk about this ESPN mess. I'm just chilling. Captain Will just chilling. Just relaxing. Trying to watch some catch up on some news. Watching some little Good Morning America to see what's going on in the world today. Eat my croissant, drink my Red Bull. I like saying the word croissant. It's a nice word. I really like saying that word. Croissant. You should say it, add it to your vocabulary. Just try to relax, chill. Scroll up on Twitter. I see this thing pop up. Says that, ESPN has released their top 25. We released their top 25 for women's college basketball. We all know the AP poll came out last week, and they had South Carolina as ranked 6th in the country. Okay, so I was a little upset about that, but I kind of relented. People calmed me down, took me off the ledge. You know what I'm saying? So I scrolled, and then I scrolled, and I see, we're not number 6. Okay, so I'm getting a little pissed. Okay, then I scroll. I said they got us at number 8. They got us. They just want this to be the captain. They're not a Taco Tuesday type day. They don't want a Taco Tuesday type day. No, Tequila Tuesday. No. They just want Captain Will to get lit Tuesday today. That's what they want today. By having South Carolina Gamecocks is number 8 in the country. Okay? Now, I don't care what we lost last season. I don't care. We lost 7 players. Got it. We lost 5 to the WNBA. But this is South Carolina. South Carolina has done the best recruiting the last 5 years. So if recruiting matters, and it matters in college sports, especially in women's basketball, if recruiting matters, then that needs to be taken into account. But that was not taken into account. That's not taken into account. But it's not saying that, okay, we got 6 returning players. 6 returning players on this basketball team, okay? All 6 of those players are McDonald's All-Americans. If recruiting matters, as we say, recruiting matters, we got 6 McDonald's All-Americans coming to this team, okay? Then the transfer portal. Tina Popow, another McDonald's All-American. We got Sakima Walker, 6'5", junior college player of the year. So that's what? 8 ballers, right? Then we talk about the recruiting class. If recruiting matters, and we lament that all the time, talking about, this team got number 1 ranked recruiting class, do all these different rankings and all this stuff, these different things. But scroll it up, LSU number one. And they did not hesitate to mention that LSU had a number one ranked recruiting class. Didn't hesitate at all. Didn't hesitate to say that Michaela Williams was the second ranked recruit in the 2023 recruiting class, and Leah Del Rosario is going to come in and dominate and do great things. Number one ranked recruiting class. You throw out a South Carolina number 8 ranked team, they say that they have a really good recruiting class, a big time class coming in. But it didn't say that South Carolina has the number 2 ranked recruiting class. That wasn't mentioned. Number 2 ranked recruiting class was not mentioned at all. They just said, no, a little byline said, Malaysia Forwiley, headline by, this class is headlined by Malaysia Forwiley and 6'2" Chloe Kitts. That's all they say. It didn't say nothing else. It didn't say that. It didn't. And that's what that irritates me sometimes. That's what irritates me about the national media, because they don't just gloss over it. They just say a little bit and then go on to the next team. And I know they don't have the capability, or do they? Because I believe they got 100 billion people who work for ESPN. They have the capability to actually do more research on all the teams that they cover. Just a little bit, don't get it with Captain Will. Just don't get it. So when you just say that Malaysia Forwiley headlines the class, that is true. Malaysia Forwiley is the 13th ranked recruit in the recruiting class. And then you got Chloe, 6'2". They act like Chloe just showed up. No, Chloe Kitts showed up in December. Graduated early. Don't mention that. Graduated early, got into the weight program, added 15 pounds, got bigger, stronger, won a doggone gold medal, and now ready to play for South Carolina Gamecocks. They don't miss Tessa Johnson, 25th recruit. Don't miss her. Don't mention her at all. 25th recruit, the best player out of Minnesota. McDonald's All-American. They don't mention Sanaya Job, 40th ranked player, one of the better defenders in the country. They don't say nothing like that. They just say got a big time class. But recruiting matters. So if we got 6 returning players, all McDonald's All-Americans, 6 of them, all of them. Raven Johnson ranked second in her recruiting class. Bree Hall ranked 14th in her recruiting class. You got Sanaya Fagan ranked 4th in her recruiting class. Camila Cardozo ranked 10th in her recruiting class. You got Chloe Kitts ranked 17th in her recruiting class. You got Ashley Watkins ranked 12th in her recruiting class. I mean, come on. Tahina Pow ranked 7th in her recruiting class. So everything's just going to be glossed over. About the rankings of these recruits. We have talent on this basketball team, and there is no way in hell, there is no way that there are 7 other teams that are better than the South Carolina Gamecocks in basketball. They might be better in football. They might be better in baseball. They damn sure might be better in men's basketball, but it is not for South Carolina women's basketball. It ain't no way in hell. That is not possible. And they got, number one is LSU, the Dream Team. Call it what you want it. Dream Team number 1, defending national champions. I have no problem with LSU being number 1. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Matter of fact, I want LSU to be number 1 when we play them on January 25th. I don't mind that whatsoever. For what they got coming back, what they got in the transfer portal, for what they giving the bag to old Kim Mulkey, 10 years, $36 million. She better win all that damn money. I don't care. Number 2, they got UConn. UConn got Paige Beckers, got Aaliyah Edwards, got Asia Fudd, got a really good recruiting. I don't mind about that with UConn. I don't mind. We'll settle that when UConn's come on down to Columbia, South Kakalaki. We'll settle that. It is fine. I'm not mad at that. UCLA has a really good team. And with then they got Lauren Betts and Kiki Rice and Charisma Osborne decided to stay in UCLA versus going to the W. I got it. Not mad at number 3. Number 3 is fine. 1, 2, 3 is fine with your boy Captain Will. Then we move on to Ohio State. And the statement starts off Ohio State. The defense produced the second most turnovers in the Big Ten last season and got even better with the addition of Duke transfer Celeste Taylor, the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, if you're going to start that line talking about defense, you have to start with the best defensive team in basketball over the last, 8, 9, 10 years. I don't know how long. A long time. 7, 8 years. South Carolina been the best defensive team. And we will continue to be the best defensive team. And I know we lost Bree Bill. I know we lost Aaliyah Boston. But the same principles remain. It's just new players being reloaded into the system. The system works. We always going to have athletic wings, post players who can guard you, who will get you head up. Here's a couple of names to remember. Here's a couple of names to lighten up your eyeballs. Remember the names of Ashlyn Watkins, who can defend and will guard you all over the floor. Remember the name of Sanaya Ja, who is a defender. Just remember those two names, okay? Remember, this is South Carolina. So if you start some mess like that talking about what Ohio State defense did, I don't give two damns about what they did defensively. It don't matter to me. They have a really good team. But line by line, player for player, recruit for recruit, our team is more talented. They more experienced, but we going to get the experience. We ain't worried about none of that mess like that. And then they got Utah. Oh, Utah returning all 5 players. So they should be great, right? They got them 5th in the country. Okay? They 5 returning players. And we're going to sell that too. We're going to see. They're 5 returning players. And y'all 5 returning players is not the talented squad that you're going to be going up against with South Carolina. It's just not. Somebody help me understand. I know experience matters. But these girls have been playing basketball since they're 3 years old. Experience matters, but damn. Talent matters too. I'm 48 years old. I've been playing basketball for a long time. But just because I've been playing basketball a long time, I can't play no more. But I got a whole lot of experience. Like, come on. Then we got everyone's favorite. Iowa. Because they beat South Carolina, waved off Raven Johnson. They got them as number 6. Number 6 in the country. Now, I know they got Caitlin Clark. And I know they beat us by 4 points on our worst shooting day of the year. I know that. But they ain't got nothing else. If Caitlin Clark stubs a toe, if she breaks a nail, if she goes out for anything, that season is over. It is over. And I hope everything lines up and we play Iowa this year. I hope we do. And we can stop that narrative about Iowa and South Carolina. But they should be the number 6 in the country. They shouldn't be. I mean, come on. Caitlin Clark is great. But damn, come on now. And they got Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech number 7. Virginia Tech is a really nice squad. They got some shooters. They play some defense. They really nice. But they shouldn't be raining the hell in no South Carolina, y'all. They should. And it's, October 24th, we got receipts on this stuff. Because going forward for this upcoming season, everybody know we got something to prove. And these rankings like this right here, it's fun. I like to talk about it. It's fun. It gets me crunk. It's fun. But y'all know South Carolina, no 8th ranked team in no country. As long as Dawn Staley is coaching South Carolina will never be the 8th ranked team in this country. But it's okay. We coming for y'all. It is okay. Let the fun begin. Let's talk some Kennedy Smith. Dawn Staley making a visit to California. Dawn Staley made that cross-country trip to one of my favorite players in the 2023/2024 recruiting class. Kennedy Smith. Kennedy Smith is ranked 6th in the 24 recruiting class. Kennedy Smith is a 6'1" wing player who is the best wing in the country. Kennedy Smith came for an official visit about 2 weeks ago. Kennedy Smith, let me say this right here. Kennedy Smith is her and will look so beautiful in a garnet and black uniform, because we talk about the players who can play offense and defense. They call them the two-way players. They call them the two-way players. Back in my day, I just called it basketball players, where you play offense and defense. But now in this day and era, they call it two-way players. Well, Kennedy Smith is an elite offensive player. Kennedy Smith is an elite defensive player. And you know what that means? It means that it's a perfect recipe for South Carolina. She's a perfect player for this system. She's a perfect player in this system. She is a better version of the defensive stalwart that was Bree Bill in the Gamecock uniform. Kennedy Smith is a better version than Bree Bill. Yes, I said it. Kennedy Smith is the truth. And she will be great at South Carolina. When you have a 6-foot wing who can shoot the rock, Kennedy Smith played in the EYBL this past summer. Okay? EYBL, for those who don't know, is the most talented elite basketball league during the summer. Okay? Kennedy Smith dominated. Kennedy Smith shot 44% from three-point line. Not 21%, not 28%, not 33%. The girl shot 44% from the three-point line and guarded the best player opposing her. That's what Kennedy Smith did. Kennedy Smith would be a huge get for the South Carolina Gamecocks. We're already talking about, Adele Tack making her commitment on October 27th, who I believe, who I honestly damn near guarantee that she's going to say South Carolina Gamecocks. So when you add in Maddie McDaniel, 12th ranked recruit, 2nd ranked point guard, you have a Dale Tack, 6'5", 6'6" post player, 33rd ranked recruit, and you add a Kennedy Smith, 6th ranked recruit, number 1 wing to this recruiting class. And by the way, Joyce Edwards will be making her official visit this upcoming weekend. Dawn Staley is trying to lock it up this weekend. She's trying to lock it up this weekend. She's trying to lock it up this week, because going off the momentum that went down on Sunday, with the beatdown of Rutgers, flying out to probably close the deal on Kennedy Smith, get Adele Tack to commit on Friday, have Joyce Edwards, the number 2 ranked recruit, to come for an official visit. Yeah, it's about to go down. It is about to go down for South Carolina women's basketball. I think all of this stuff going to be locked and loaded before we get on that flight to Paris to play. Want it all done. Want it all done. Dawn Staley is putting in the work. She's putting in those frequent flyer miles to get these recruits, and I love it. Kennedy Smith, I hope you become a Gamecock. Let's talk about some practice. We're talking about practice. Everything wasn't perfect. Right. Everything was not perfect for the South Carolina Gamecocks on Sunday. Everything wasn't perfect. Free throws wasn't perfect. I really thought we should have, the way the game transpired, going through and with the game, you're going to see some even flows. The Gamecocks came out on fire, 21-0. 21-0. Starting lineup was on fire, offensively and defensively. We're going to see a lot of that. The defense has the speed and the capability to harass players all game long. And, we're going to see throughout the season, we'll see in Notre Dame where the bench will shrink. Everybody played. We won by 45. Everybody played. Everybody played a lot of minutes. We saw a lot of the freshmen. We saw a lot of combinations of players that might not play the same combinations when the season actually began. But when the top 8, and I'm focusing on the top 8. And top 8 is Raven Johnson, Tina Powell, Bree Hall, Camila Cardoza, Sanaya Fagan, Malaysia Fulwiley, Ashlyn Watkins, Chloe Kitts. Those are our top 8. Those are the ones who are going to get the bulk of the minutes this year. Now, you will see some Sakima Walker. You will see some Tessa Johnson. You will see some Sanaya Ja. You will see all these players. But the top 8, who's going to get the bulk of the minutes, and who's gonna make the most stats, and who will change the game more often than not are those players. Okay? Those players was really good on Sunday. Now, when you have a Raven Johnson playing about 26, 27, 28, 30, let's say 30 minutes a game, you have Pow playing 29, 30 minutes a game, and Cardoza and Brihal. You're going to see the continuity build. You're going to see when Malaysia full while game comes into the game, business pick up. And with her getting 15, 17 minutes a game and be that spark plug off the bench who's going to light it up, you're going to see that. You're going to see Chloe Kitts coming off the bench and being a baller against the second squad. You know, you're going to see, and I don't see Tahina Pow or Raven Johnson. One of those two players will be in the game at all times. All times. One of those two players will be in the game at all times, unless there's a blowout. You know, but controlling the game. And you can say, I mean, come on. Both of those are top, high-level point guards. And both of them control the game. Both of them are going to play well. Both of them are going to protect the ball. It's going to be, oh my gosh, it's going to be special. It's going to be special. But just cover, you got, improve the offensive rebounding, improve the, threes. Even though we shot 37% from three-point line, it could have easily, in that game, could have been about 41, 42%. Free throw shooting, I mean, it was just a bad day in the office, y'all. Everybody have a bad day in the office. I don't see. There's no way in the world when we play against Notre Dame that you're gonna see some stats like that. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. Pow can shoot the free throw exceptionally. Tessa Johnson, even though she had a bad game shooting at the free throw line, when the numbers matter in terms of free throws and the players that we want at the free throw line, we're gonna be fine. I'm not worried about that. But practice, these 2 weeks of practice before the game against Notre Dame means so much. The starting lineup that we saw might not be the starting lineup that rolls out against Notre Dame. It might not roll. It might not be. Dawn said it. She said that practice will determine what roles will be given, and everybody's not going to like the role that they are given. It is a possibility that the Sanaya Fagan at the 4 position is not locked in stone. If you saw the game on Sunday, you saw a lot of movement with the 4 position. You saw Sanaya got yanked a couple times. Ashlyn Watkins came into the ball game. You saw when Chloe Kitts came into the game. I mean, the whole trajectory of the 4 and 3 position just changed. Because, I mean, you coming off the bench again 10 points and 10 rebounds and 3 blocks, you have to find minutes for her. And I would not be upset whatsoever if we start a lineup with Chloe Kitts as the power forward against Notre Dame. I won't be mad whatsoever. I won't be mad if we have Ashlyn Watkins at the 4 position going against Notre Dame. Because I know what Watkins is ain't no problem. Watkins is the toughest player on this team. Watkins will not back down from anyone. She will try to get every rebound, and she will block shots, and she's going to play defense. I know that. Everything is not offense. It's got to be a well-rounded machine offensively and defense. And I know that Chloe Kitts, when she come in, she's going to rough it up as well. And she can spread the floor. She can shoot that nice jumper. She can pass the ball well. She can rebound. And she brings in that toughness. Now, I love Sanaya Game offensively. She can score the basketball. But will we see that? How many minutes will she get in Notre Dame or at Paris against Notre Dame? It's going to be something to watch. That 4 position will be something to watch against Notre Dame and against Maryland, because those are 2 top 15 teams in the country. We are unbelievable at the center position with Camila Cardoza. We are trump tight with the guards positions. Because you got to throw Bree Hard, that's a wing position. She's a shooting guard as well. And with Bree and Tahina and Raven and then you whatever combination how you want to play Malaysia full wallet, the one or the two. But that fourth position is just a question mark for this basketball team that we got to figure it out within the next 13 days. We got to figure that out. Got to figure that out. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so you can chop it up with your boy, Captain Will. We're going to have some fun. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go.
Oh, J-Rock did this beat.